We keep talking like
Yep.
this.
Okay. Hi, I'm Nova.
I'm Bronte.
How are you today?
Good, thanks.
Yeah, that's
What
good.
about you?
Yeah, I've been good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you been up to lately?
Not much. Just rugby and uni.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too much.
Okay, so I understand that you're here to talk about trekking.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so do you play any sports?
Yeah, I play rugby sevens. To be honest, what I'm
yeah.
playing at the moment though.
Oh yeah, how come?
I don't know. I just wanted to focus on the one thing. I used to play
Oh,
touch
yeah.
and league as well, but
Oh yeah.
all three are like so different from
Yeah.
each other. I couldn't focus on one.
Okay,
So
yeah,
I
that's
wanted
fair
that.
enough. So just okay. So when you did play rugby, did you value your performance a lot?
Yeah, really highly.
Yeah. Okay. So can you describe to me a time when you have choked?
Yeah, there was this one time it was for Aussie Nationals and there was a camp that determined who they were taking on tour or not.
Oh yeah.
And so it was just like a normal 3-day camp. We were just training the whole time, doing everything pretty much. But then it came to the final day, we had to play a match against each other.
Yeah.
And there was cameras and the coaches were just really intense about it all.
Yeah.
And because it was the last day and the last anything we were doing that determined we were going on tour, I started feeling really anxious. Wasn't too bad or anything. When I was playing I kind of forgot about it. I was okay, not that bad. But then one of my friends in my team scored a try. And I'm the person that usually kicks the conversions.
Oh yeah.
And so I walked over to kick it through the goalpost. I was standing right in front of it. It wasn't meant to be a hard kick or anything. But then I just said to myself that, if you miss this, then I'm not going on tour. Because there's only two kickers.
Sort of thing.
And the other one's better than me. So I was like, oh no. And I just started overthinking it and my chest started pulsing so hard. And I started feeling like, I don't know how to describe it, like it was incaving on me. Like it was really tight and I couldn't really...
weight on your shoulders.
Yeah, and I couldn't really breathe. And then, I just had this massive issue and I couldn't kick and I missed. I don't really know what happened.
Yeah. Do you think that maybe over the past 3 days it was sort of all building, all your nerves building
Yeah,
up to this
definitely.
game?
Yeah. And I was trying to put it away, put it at the back of my head, not think about it. And it wasn't until I went to kick that I was like, okay, this is a really bad situation. I need to get this. And it all was just at once. The whole atmosphere, everything added to it, made it all worse. Yeah.
So before the kick, how were you feeling? Were you focusing on the kick or focusing on are you going to get it or not?
Yeah, I don't even know. There's just so many things going through my mind. I was focusing on I need to get this. I was focusing on obviously when I kick the whole game stops and everyone watches the kick.
Yeah.
And I was like, everyone's watching right now. This is so embarrassing if I miss. The coaches, it's on camera. They're going to rewatch this. They're going to analyze this. They're going to analyze. I didn't kick it straight through the post. So I was just, I don't know. I was freaking out. And then that's, I think, what made it happen.
Yeah. So compared to other times when you've kicked, do you reckon your mind was focused on the same thing or just not at all?
No, I was just so mumbled. Usually I'm so chill, with kicking and things. I'm not a very anxious person when it comes to my local rugby games. It wasn't Australian camp, which obviously did make me feel nervous.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah, and everyone felt nervous, but
it was just over the
top.
top.
That was just something different. I wasn't used to it.
Comfortable with it.
Yeah.
So after you kicked the ball, how were you feeling? Once you missed it, were you
so much worse? And I still could barely breathe. It was starting to calm down because I was like, well, I stuffed up. I'm on the team anyways, so my nerves kind of went down a bit. But
so it was a bit of a relief.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, yeah.
Although I didn't do what I wanted, it was still a relief to kind of get it done.
Yeah. So do you think it was just the the pressure from your coaches, pressure from yourself that caused you to trick?
Yeah. Okay. Pressure from myself. My coaches aren't super strict or anything. They let us do our own thing.
Yeah.
But I think it was because of them, as in I was I need to impress them. Yeah. But they didn't say anything to me. It was my own pressure that made me kind of think that I needed
just
to
all in your head
show
sort
them.
Of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So in previous times when you've gone to kick, and you've been a bit anxious or anything, have you used any strategies to kind of stop it?
To be honest, I haven't really. Because it's not a common thing that I feel. Yeah. I don't usually choke. That was just a one-off. But I do always, I have not a ritual, but like I take a couple of steps back, and then as I take the step back, I breathe in.
Yeah.
And then I kind of like breathe out as I kick it.
Okay, yeah.
And
Is
so that
sort of
helps, like with my breathing and everything.
Sort of,
yeah. And knowing that I do the same thing every time
Mm-hmm.
helps a bit as well, because I'm like,
Okay.
you know, just do what you've done every other time. Every time you've gotten it through, and you'll get it through again.
Yeah.
So it does help, but it's not. I wouldn't say it was a strategy that I've made for it. It was just something I did that actually like ended up helping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you do this when you for the camp? Did you do the breathing in, breathing out?
Yeah,
and it
for
just,
everything.
Yeah.
But then when it came to that one, I don't know, I couldn't breathe out because it was just, my heart was going like so fast, and my chest was like so tight, I couldn't actually breathe out, do a deep breath. I just felt like I couldn't breathe.
Yeah, it was just
So I couldn't even use that strategy, which I also think did make a big difference, because I couldn't have like what I'm familiar with.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Mm.
Yeah. So do you think that like all the distractions around you, that really helped you unfocus, do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It was just, definitely, because it was obviously that I had so much pressure on myself, but it was also the external factors of like my whole team's watching, my coaches are watching, there's a camera that they're going to re-watch and analyse.
Yeah.
So, it was just the whole atmosphere.
Definitely, yeah. So do you feel, was it a lot of anxiety as well?
Yeah, definitely. The anxiety is something that like I always experience during Aussie camps and things like that. It's never like an intense level, same anxiety as everyone else, obviously, that's there. But it was just this one game, because it's the last day. It was just, as I say, everything just led up to it.
I can imagine. So after you like kicked the ball and like, was it the game kept going sort of thing? Like, was it the end? Yeah.
But it's kind of the end for me. I don't know how to describe it. I couldn't get my mind back in it.
You had no hope now, sort of thing. Okay, that's understandable.
Yeah.
So do you say that choking plays a big or a little degree in your performance? Like, other than just this day, would you say that choking kind of impacts your sport a lot, or?
I don't know. I wouldn't say, now that I know what it is like to have a proper choking attack, to be honest, now I think I have probably choked a couple of times before that I just passed as anxiety because it wasn't bad. Yeah. But there's been a lot of times where I've had similar signs and symptoms, but it wasn't kind of as bad, so I didn't think it was choking. I just thought it was anxiety, like it was just another I don't know, a lot of nerves. But I think it does not play a huge part of anything, but when it does come to the elite high up games, that like to me feels
it's a lot of pressure for yourself that really
so it does play a part.
That's understandable. So do you think that maybe you could use these distractions to help you either like focus, like or unfocus?
What do you mean?
Like using like the crowd and stuff to sort of like help you calm down? Do you think that would work?
I don't know, I think it would, because it's something different. Like if I just focus on the noise and everything, which I usually do as well, not on purpose, I just, because there is so much noise, like you can barely even think because you can just hear everyone else. So I do try and use the outside atmosphere to help, but in this particular one, because there was no audience, it was just a camp, it was dead silent, the cameras are on, and like my teammates are quiet, and I was just like, no.
So does that happen in any of your like day-to-day activities, or like with public speaking,
really,
anything like that?
No, I'm not like, I'm not a super anxious person. It was just that one-off kind of time. I get anxiety quite a lot, but not the whole choking thing.
That's understandable. So after the game, like after you had kicked the ball, were there any other incidences where you'd felt pressure or anything? Did you have to do any other kicks or anything?
No, I subbed off, and my coach knew, like I just kind of broke down, I couldn't breathe. And then I just said, like, I don't know what's happened, I can't play, it's not good for my mental state right now. And like, I don't know what happened, I was kind of just done.
Okay, so do you think like after you choked there was a lot of, like, do you think it would be anxiety or?
It was a relief that aspect was over, but then I was like I just seriously stuffed up really badly, and I don't know if I can get that back, which obviously made it worse. I just then felt anxious and nerves, not really the choking anymore, but...
Okay, yeah. So overall, it's just kind of this one major time where you felt like you were choking, and that was just like, it was in a do-or-die situation, and you don't often feel like that?
100%, not often.
Okay, yeah. So it's just, okay, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, thank you for that.
No worries.
Alright, see ya.
Nice to meet you.